Hey, security peeps. It has been a long time. Happy New Year. I am Renee Small, Cybersecurity Super Recruiter, helping awesome leaders hire great talent. And I am here with Waseem Ajrab.
Yes.
Pronounced correctly?
Yeah,
Close enough.
almost.
he is he is here from No Monkey. He is going to talk to us about a hot job that he has. First and foremost, we're going to start off with his career, how he's gotten to where he is, and then we'll talk about the job that he is looking to fill, not looking for, looking to fill. So, Waseem, let's just kick this off since we're a couple minutes behind on tell us all about you. Tell us about how you got into security, how you got into this head of advisory role that you're in now, and then we'll take it from there.
Awesome. Well, thank you for having me, first of all. I've watched these several times from last year. But to start with me, I studied a computer systems engineer. After I finished that, I moved from hometown. I am originally from Jerusalem, Palestine. So I moved from there. I went to the UAE for almost 10 years, where I started as a information or a network and security engineer, jumped into a systems analyst, a security systems analyst, and then start heading towards SOC. So leading the SOC in one company in the UAE. And then after some time, I met the co-founders of No Monkey. It's still a fresh idea. They were working also from in Germany. They were working with a company that was bought by a US-based company for SAP security. And we had a lot of chats into how there's big silos, there's huge silos between the cybersecurity, SAP operational areas, and audit, which we call the troubled monkeys. That's where also the No Monkey comes from. And there I decided also during my time in the UAE, we had that implementation of SAP, and it was quite a black box. It was for me Chinese, what we call is Japanese, so it is completely out of this world. The complexity of SAP, it's a nice challenge. I know for security people, they enjoy challenges. I enjoyed the challenge, still enjoying. Sometimes I do not understand part of what SAP has to offer, the complexity of an SAP system. So I joined No Monkey to lead the advisory area, to grow it also, and to provide those connections between the cybersecurity world and SAP security world. So one of the co-founders, Marco, is a SAP security professional, and where me and him collaborate a lot into bringing those values for our customers, for even what we are offering with No Monkey Academy. So just a little, going back a little bit, in No Monkey, we offer the No Monkey Academy and No Monkey Advisory. The Academy is where we provide, e-learnings, open training sessions, live online trainings, to bring the cybersecurity and SAP security and audit this information to upskill different teams. I'm one of the authors there, where I concentrate on threat modeling, I concentrate on SOC, I concentrate on different information security areas with context of SAP. And my co-founder or the co-founder concentrates it from the other way around. And then advisory, we have, the different pillars of security. Your usual security assessments, where I also I used to do, but not to SAP. Now I'm doing it to SAP. So these last 5 years were awesome to see that. We do a lot of compliance and risk. We actually take teams into removing those silos by either building processes, building governance models. We also look at security operations when it comes to SAP environments, how to integrate your SOC within these environments, how to speak to business owners, how to speak to application owners. And finally, the big part of it is the software supply chain security, where you look at your secure software development lifecycle. We create different threat models around that area, And I know that threat modeling is where I believe it's not only for applications. We use it, to even look into different infrastructure, different networks, even how things are interconnected with each other. I think I went off from how got me into cybersecurity, but I studied,
It's
I
all
studied,
good.
I studied computer system engineer to summarize, and I just enjoy security. Sometimes it is frustrating, believe me, but at the end of the day, you get a kick out of it.
Yes, and it's fine. I mean, the cool thing about describing security and describing your job and describing how you got there is it all starts to intertwine after a while. So
Absolutely.
as you shared, you were passionate with the founders, passionate about what they were doing. It was a something that was unique and interesting to you, and so that dovetailed right into because I was going to ask you how did you get the name No Monkey? It's so interesting. So you put that in there too, so I didn't have to ask it, which is great. We have a few people that are online, and I appreciate them showing up. So if anyone else is listening and watching, let us know where you're here from. So good morning from Argentina. That's Angel. And Albert said good morning from Boston. So the security peeps are here. Balaji, good morning, guys. This is awesome. We didn't get to promote it as well as I would like to. So we're going to have Waseem come back afterwards. So Waseem, tell us more about, so right now you and the founders, how long ago was the company founded?
Almost 5 years now. So we started.
Okay. So it's been a while.
It was literally when the pandemic hit.
Yeah.
we changed from we wanted to launch on site, or it was in Germany, to launching an online event. So it was around that time.
Okay, cool. So Brendan's here from New Mexico. Hey, Brendan. And Balaji's in from Canada. What part of Canada, Balaji? And what's the weather like? So, Waseem, tell us now. Let's jump into the actual job.
Absolutely.
So, you're currently recruiting for an SAP security consultant. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, tell us more about the I guess before we get into the job, because I like to do this when I'm talking to leaders about their roles. I always like to know about the culture of the company. So just like overall, what types of people do well, what types of, what the company culture is like. So if I'm an employee at No Monkey, what is it, what is that like?
Awesome. Well, I was actually doing an interview to a candidate yesterday, and I had the same question. I like the culture. Why I joined No Monkey from the beginning is also around how the co-founders are. We're very close friends, also outside of that, but we're very flexible in how we deal with customers. Well, not deal with customers. We're very flexible in our timings. We are a 100, I would say 99% online company. We do meet. We like to meet once a month, twice a month, whatever it is. Our priority goes to the customers. So we have projects, they have timelines. If these projects are done, we don't care if somebody works 35 hours a week or 45 hours a week. If that, we work also on sprints. If that area is your sprint has been scheduled, or you arrange it in terms of fulfilling the 45 hours a week, then you are doing that to work with that. So we're very flexible in time. We're very flexible in how we work, from where we work. I know that now one of our co-founders is sitting in sunny Tenerife, which I'm jealous about, but that's okay. But we are very flexible when it comes to that. We have a lot of, we like our motto, or No Monkey's motto, is people first. We go people, process, technology. So the academy part of No Monkey is not just for customers, but it's also for internal employees. So if they want to even become authors, it's an amazing opportunity for them to make extra money. If they want to take those e-learnings, it's an awesome opportunity to upskill, to even gain further knowledge in different areas. And after a couple of months, 3 months or 6 months, we don't call them performance reviews. We like to call them that we are changing how the role looks based on the candidate. So if the candidate doesn't seem to fit in what he or she thinks that they can fit in, they are able to change that easily. Because, as a startup, you need the right people at the right time, at the right position. So if they're not happy, then I'm pretty sure that their day-to-day would not make it more exciting. So yeah, I mean, in summary, very flexible in terms of that area.
That's great. It sounds like a great place to be. And you said it's 99% remote. So is everyone based in, so does it matter where you live around the world? Does it matter, do you need to be in Europe? Like I guess the people who you currently have, are they just worldwide? They're remote anywhere?
And the people that we currently have are all based in Germany at the moment.
Okay.
Yes, I wasn't based in Germany. I actually moved also recently, officially a year ago. But
Yep.
that was my choice, and any candidate's choice. If they want to relocate to Germany, that's also up to them.
Mhm.
We do work with freelancers that are from different continents. We do have customers that are in Australia, so we sometimes have to wake up at 5 a.m., 4 a.m. to do penetration testing reviews.
Uh-huh.
but but yes, so that is how it works. To grow the team, most of our clients at the moment is around Europe. So I would say around 80%. Then the rest is scattered. So it depends on the candidate if they would want to work early in the morning to deal with a customer in Europe, or they want to work late at night to deal with a customer. So that's how we try to bring it to the candidates moving forward.
Well, that's good. That's good to know. Okay, so a couple more people. Deweet is from Silver Spring, Maryland. You're right down the street from me, Deweet. I'm in Virginia, in Reston. Balaji said Ottawa, Ontario is -1 degree. Yikes.
Oh.
Well, he's looking for a full-time opportunity. And Angel said he's here melting 86 degrees. I want to be where Angel is. Okay, so let's get into Waseem. Let's get into the role. So Balaji is looking for a job. So let's kind of talk about what it is that you're looking for in candidates. You said you did an interview yesterday, so people are interested. So tell us more about this position, and then what the skills are that you'd be looking for. Well, first and foremost, let's talk about what the role is. So what does an SAP security consultant do?
All right, so it is.
Monkey.
I'd like just a small correction. It's an SAP cybersecurity consultant.
Cybersecurity
Yeah,
consultant. And I'm
and
going to put the link in the chat so people know too. If they're interested, they can apply.
Absolutely, and they could hit me up. I could check them. So
directly, yeah.
Cybersecurity consultant. So in SAP world, when we are talking about SAP security, people or organizations directly jump to authorization and GRC, which is specific to SAP. So as much as there are lots of professionals within the authorization, we try to play around with the naming. We didn't get far, so now we're trying to change it to SAP cybersecurity consultant, because what it entails is that, as I said before, we're trying to bring that mix of cybersecurity and SAP together. Whether it is doing security assessments to SAP environments, analyzing risks, doing risk analysis, risk assessments, upskilling a SOC team towards SAP environment, whether it is doing manual or automated, understanding a little bit of code, and talking about specific ABAP code here, because when it comes to SAP, also they are using their own programming language in most of the applications. And of course, understanding a little bit of concepts towards cybersecurity. So whether it is standards, guidelines that are being used, whether it is NIST, ISO 27001, or different kind of standards, that's something good, because then we can, from my experience, from the co-founder's experience, we can either upskill that specific person, and it could be a very good mix and match with our skills towards that. That is how or what we are looking for. So if that person has experience in SAP, which is really good, and specifically around doing compliance checks, doing security assessments, penetration testing. Our pen tests, while we call them pen tests, they are specifically to an SAP environment. Some customers would expand to look at different areas of the environment, so what's surrounding the SAP environment, which is a lot at that point. And then from there we grow. So depending on those different areas that I spoke about earlier, this is what we are looking for in a candidate, or what that candidate can offer. Definitely, if a candidate is willing to learn, willing to quickly be challenged, because every day for us is quite a challenge. We are still a growing company. We have different requests from different customers about different stuff when it comes to SAP, and yeah, I think that is the overall what the role entails, I would say.
Okay, great. And the types of, so I know we typically don't, we look for, sometimes companies look for years of experience or how much. I mean, in terms of like, I know this doesn't sound like something for a brand newbie. Sounds like, more seasoned individual. So, on average, what's the minimum amount of time they would have had this type of experience?
At least a good experience. We didn't put any amount of experience, because also a newbie can have a really good experience based on what they have studied and what projects they were into. So
okay,
absolutely,
that's great.
I mean, if there's a newbie that has done open source projects, that you are doing open source projects within the cybersecurity community and have an idea and knowledge and it's some good experience around SAP, that's something good. We're definitely looking, for an experience within the SAP basis, ABAP development areas. Not a must, but it would be definitely helpful to fit, or not to fit, but to complement what we do. At least some knowledge or familiarity. Sorry about the word; it just doesn't work with me.
It's okay.
The frameworks of cybersecurity, because coming down to that, when we are creating these processes, we always try to fit it in with the requirements of a customer, and they always either follow, NIST, ISO 27000 standards, or whichever standard that follow. And then just having that sense of challenge when it comes to different areas of cybersecurity, and wants to learn, of course. And definitely able to work in a very diverse team. We are from all over the world. We have people from Germany. We have people from the US who are in Germany working with us, myself, and other freelancers who are working across the globe.
Wonderful. Sounds like a really, really cool opportunity for sure. So even if a person is relatively new to security and has done some projects and has had maybe some studies in school, and it sounds like they don't even need to have had a degree per se, just to be able to talk to projects, open source projects and things that they've done.
I mean, we have it on a qualification that, bachelor's degree in information technology or engineering, computer science, right, or other related fields. But to be honest, looking at candidates nowadays, the do-it-yourself area when it comes to cybersecurity, it is important that there should be some sort of project work that is done in this field to understand different areas of what is happening. Also, it is important, the knowledge of SAP, because to teach or to understand SAP. For me, after 5 years, I'm still every day learning something. For the co-founder, he's been with SAP or working in SAP within 15 years, and every day he finds something that blows his mind.
Wow. Wow. So was he the co-founder in SAP Security? Was he working in the, I know SAP, the technology, and SAP, the company, but was he specifically in security in SAP?
So he was initially, if I can go back properly, he was an ABAP developer. So he was a developer to start with, and then he moved from that development area to security. He did work in SAP for some time, going into then SAP security projects with the company that was before NoMonkey. And yes, now also he's a trainer and author within the academy, like what I do, and also helping around with the advisory projects that we have.
So I like the idea about the academy and how you all are authors, you do multiple different things. Talk a little bit more about, because it could be unique in regards to the opportunity. Not only do you get a chance to work on these projects and all these other things, but then you all who are authors, and then you have this academy. So dig in a little bit more about the academy. So if you hire Renee as the SAP security consultant, I don't know how good of a deal that would be, but let's say I got hired, how would that work? How do I get involved in the academy? You said about people who want to be authors, like how does that work?
Yes. So the academy, even if you're not hired, anybody can become an author. That is straightforward. The academy, what we do, as I said, we offer. Yes, you can become an author. I will share. I don't know how to share on this thing some links if you guys want to check out to become an author. We offer e-learnings, live online training, which are specific to customers or what they need. We design a training path for them following the NICE framework, and then we have open training sessions. So we have different authors. Myself, the co-founder, we have authors that also focus on a certain area in SAP security or cybersecurity and provide that. So you can become an author even without coming into NoMonkey. By simply just let us know you want to become an author. We review your experience. You sit with the product owner of the academy, and you're good to go. Simple. Inside, when you are coming into NoMonkey, you would have that entire access, that learning management system by yourself. So you would either take the courses that are being offered or scheduled, take the e-learning courses. Of course, as a NoMonkey employee, you could have them for free. And then also the opportunity to also make additional money, which is by doing that or becoming an author. That wouldn't be on the, of course, that would be on your time to do that, but it would give that opportunity. We do also have a open source project that we work on, which is within OWASP. So this was donated, or NoMonkey donates the time and resources to work on the OWASP project. It's called OWASP Core Business Application Security, where we're trying to bring the standards of cybersecurity into SAP security. So we're working with a lot of different people, and Marco have started this project and has really grown. It's something also that within NoMonkey we work on within our jobs, because it's something we would like to give to the community, whether it is standards, whether it is testing, whether it is so on, to improve that. So also the academy does support areas of this, where we give out different e-learnings that are able also to upskill different people.
That's wonderful. It's definitely a cool opportunity. I'm going to share the job on LinkedIn, but anyone that's here or that's interested, I mean, that's just a wacky number, but if they're interested, you can reach out to Waseem, learn more about the opportunity, share your expertise. because this sounds like an amazing opportunity. And No Monkey, it sounds like a real cool company to work for or work with, and a team to work with. Seriously, like if you have all of these additional perks, pretty much it's 100% remote. You are working with what seems like to be a really cool team. Waseem is cool. I don't know about the other guys, but
I
everybody
can vouch
seems
for them. I can vouch for them.
he's vouching for them. So they're a good group. And then on top of that, it's flexible. So I know
Absolutely.
one of the things that security consultants and security leaders say all the time, they talk about their flexibility, having that flexibility. And so, by being remote, by being flexible, by having that flexible work environment, that's always a plus, always a huge plus. I'm going to show the link to the nomonkey.com academy and just reiterate that Waseem said, even if you are not working for them, you can publish with them, you can do a book with them, you can become an author with this team. So that's also good, really good to know. I didn't know that. Waseem, before we wrap, we're coming up at 30 minutes. Tell me, is there anything that you would want people to know if they are looking to apply, or if they're interested or want to learn more about No Monkey and more about this role? Please let us know
I mean, very
what they should
simple.
do.
Yes, absolutely, very simple. Find me on LinkedIn and send me a message. I'm happy to respond. So if you like to go through the formal stuff, go through the No Monkey website, contact us, and then we will contact you. So, but to make it easier, just find me and contact me for any of these inquiries that you might have, and happy to help.
Excellent. That's the way to go, guys. Find him on LinkedIn, tag him up, let him know that you saw him here on Breaking Into Security, HOTJOBS, and that you are interested in the role. So, Waseem, thank you so very much for being here. Security peeps,
Thank you for having me.
See so many of you here, even though we just popped this up very quickly. Like I said, we'll probably bring Waseem. We're going to have Waseem come back and talk about some other more about what he does. And then also if there's Q&A that comes from this, definitely come back and do a Q&A session. So, and Waseem, I saw on your profile that you all are having a session on Monday.
Yes. On Monday, oh yes, absolutely. That's a good point. So I'm actually we're leading the session. We have every month a topic called every month we have a topic around SAP, and what we call it is tackling SAP security together. We bring also from professionals from the SAP security community. This week or next week on Monday we have SAP Cloud Defense 101, which would be with me. We always give highlights of what to look out for, what important areas to do. There's a lot of information for the Monday session, and also related to specific courses that you can upskill yourself with, and even services when it comes to the advisory. So every month there's a tackling SAP security event that we do, where we share just knowledge for different areas within cybersecurity and SAP security.
Perfect. Wonderful. Okay, everyone. Thank you all for being here. Thank you, Waseem, for being with us.
Thank you.
And we will see you on a next episode of Breaking Into Cybersecurity. And this is the HOTJOBS series. We'll be sharing jobs for the foreseeable future. Since I know so many of you are looking for opportunities, we want you to check them out here. So take care, everybody.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Bye.